surrounding the playoffs.
Ken standing by with the latest in your sports report.
All right, here we go. NBA playoffs getting physical. Some might even say that the NBA playoffs are turning into a WWE SmackDown event. Take a look.
Strongest man, Mark Henry!
Oh, so the Spurs brought out a fake Rockets mascot for Game 2 in San Antonio on Wednesday night, and they had Mark Henry, WWE wrestler, Olympic weightlifter, world's strongest man, destroy that bear with a chair. That's just wrong. That's bear-on-bear crime. But the action on the court was just as exciting and even more dangerous.
3 minutes gone, fourth quarter, Simmons. Tony Parker's 8 of 12. Rebound by Anderson inside. Now Tony Parker's down. Oh.
Well, the Spurs get back into the series by really playing great in Game 2 with a huge win over the Rockets after they lost Game 1. But there's a big problem. Their veteran point guard, Tony Parker, does not look good. They could be without him for the next game. He went down with a nasty leg injury. No word on whether he'll be available for Game 3. By the way, Spurs won game number 2, 121-96.
Lowry now has 20 points. Here is James feeling it.
Meanwhile, the Cleveland Cavaliers have flipped the switch. But I say maybe they made a switch out of a tree branch because they gave the Raptors another harsh whooping last night in Game 2 of their semifinal series. And the King, LeBron James, continued to rule on the court. He passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the all-time playoff scoring list. Cavs roll 125-103. That's Baltimore Orioles player Adam Jones receiving a heartwarming standing ovation one day after being taunted with racial slurs from a fan. But even this heartwarming welcome, there's still some bad apples in the crowd. Listen to this.
A young woman from Kenya sang the national anthem, and the white fan, middle-aged fan next to me leaned over after the song and said that she sang too long and she N-worded it up.
Red Sox fan Calvin Hennick stepped up and did the right thing and reported that fan to security. That fan, that heckling fan, is banned for life from Benway Park. In this situation, well, it got me to thinking. We don't want to indict all Bostonians, but racial issues have been a part of Boston sports culture for decades. Just ask NBA legend and one of the greatest winners of all time, Bill Russell, what it was like to live, play, and work in Boston in the 60s and 70s. This is the 21st century. It's still out there, and in some cases, it's getting uglier. Fans policing other fans is what we need. Why can't more of us take action like Calvin Hennick did? We all hear and see things every day that are untoward, unnecessary, and downright disturbing, but many of us look the other way. What are we afraid of? It doesn't take much intervention to stop things like this, but it's going to take all of us working together to make it happen. That's my take on that. Let's get back to sports.
Woo! Preach on, preach on.
Let's wrap it up, and it's time to get rich. The field is set for this weekend's 143rd running of the Kentucky Derby. 23-year-old horses will break from the gates on what could be a very muddy or sloppy track. My advice to you all is you have to bet and take a chance on a name or a number or a color that you like. There's no overwhelming favorite, no California Chrome, no American Pharoah, so swing for the fences. And I'll show you exactly how to do that in tomorrow's sports report.
Nice.
And I'll show you what it looks like when it comes through. Hey, coming up later on today, we're going to talk sports on the radio for 3 hours on Sports 1140 KHTK, little show we do called The Lowdown.
The Lowdown.
With me and Damian Barling getting you set for all the action with the Kentucky Derby and, of course, NBA playoffs. Good day continues after this.